welcome, hello, and welcome. Hopefully you are doing well. Hello as the live streams roll out across the internet, hopefully to all platforms without issue. If you guys are interested, you can always watch these streams wherever you enjoy your live streams, be it on Twitch, here on Facebook, or on YouTube. I don't know why I said here on Facebook. The links are on the description if you guys are curious and want to check it out. Thank you guys so much for all the messages. I've been trying to sit down and stream No Man's Sky for the first time here this last couple of days. However, with family, I had a couple kids get sick, unfortunately. We've continued to push this back. So I will be playing on controller. I will be playing on GeForce Now. So this is the Xbox Game Pass PC edition. And if you guys want to give me some tips and tricks and help me out and stuff like that, that's perfect. That's exactly why we're here to do this thing. So happy new year to each and every one of you. Thanks for making 2023 so special. Be sure to be locking it to the stream here over the course, not just the stream, but the channel, because here in the next couple days, I hope to sit down and talk to you guys about 2023. Lots of stats. I want to go through all of my sub-channel stats with you guys. I'm going to talk to you about a little bit about the game that I'm making and the plans to kind of, right now got a year's worth of pre-production, so we're working towards that to hopefully enter into production sometime at the end of this year or at the beginning of next year. So hopefully you guys are interested in that kind of conversation. I'm really looking forward to walking you guys through that process as well. So I hope thanks for being here, guys. If you enjoyed these live streams, be sure to hit that like button. If you're watching this as a VOD, sound off in the comments. Those are great ways of supporting the content, especially after the stream has wrapped up. Happy New Year, Chili, Chris, Ryden, Ario, Dave. Man, thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate each and every one of you over on the YouTube side of things. Happy New Year to Codebreaker. Holy crap, dude. I missed you so much, man. I haven't played. I need to play some more Diablo with you or whatever. I always Codebreaker's such a cool guy. I always love getting the opportunity to hang out with him and so much more. So hopefully you guys are as excited for 2024 as I am. And let me go ahead and just bring in the Discord chat, and I'll also ping the Discord if they want to come hang out. And welcome in, guys. We are live across all platforms. So yeah. I guess I'll be good and share out the link here. Let's see here. I got to knock on the door. Just 1 second.
I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, good.
Come on. Damn it.
All right. Let's see here. Live now with No Man's Sky. All right, Ginger Prime work together. Boom, baby. Awesome. Okay, I've officially done that. I have officially done this. GG, is that the Discord link? Yeah, man, hit me up on Discord. Oh, sweet. All right, let me grab that link here real quick. Thank you.
I'm going to lose my mind.
And let's go ahead and drop that in. What's up?
So I'm gonna be pedantic.
Okay.
Like highly pedantic. It's No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky with the plural, or?
No, with the possession.
Oh, No Man's Sky.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's like, it's a play on words. It's like a no man's land.
Okay.
But it's also like
Should I change the name?
I mean, it's up to you. It's not my stream.
No Man's Sky. All right, saved. All right, it's been changed to satisfy your unquenchable thirst. All right, let's see here.
Now.
Okay, here we are. I have a
remember too. I mean, you can't fire
broken down airship
for being here today.
Yeah.
Starship repair. Find hermetic seal. Repair the starship. Select critical mech maintenance secondary mission to the log. All right, return to the ship. That's the objective here. I need to just get into the ship.
Wait a minute. I need.
There is a third-person view. How do I get into that, Dave?
On controller. Oh, balls.
Oh, what the hell?
Okay, let me
You're
go
roboting, buddy.
the microphone.
Mike, you're roboting.
Yep.
Can't hear you, buddy.
Testing.
Nope.
Testing.
Nope.
Repair the pulse engine. See here. Access the ship's inventory and repair items with right trigger. Pulse engine, right trigger. All right, sweet. This technology is critically damaged. Vital launch and landing gear system. Systems are highly damaged and requires dihydrogen jelly and pure ferrite to repair. Construct a portable refiner to process the pure ferrite. Okay.
Dihydrogen jelly, so literally just a hydrogen molecule.
There we go, yeah. Good old Discord. All right. I think it's up on the D-pad. Okay. All right, so up on the D-pad, that is this screen. Menus, gestures. Nope, not that.
Can you go to is there like a controls option, like a controls menu?
It's gotta be. Options, controls. All right, let's see here.
Can you look for gamepad? Characteristics. Go back. Oh, remap controls. Look at that.
It's not showing.
Oh, what the blazes?
Yeah.
What the hell? Wait. Oh, it's too wide. Wait, it's off to the left.
Oh yeah, I'm playing in ultra wide.
Okay. I'm pretty sure YouTube supports ultra wide.
It does? How do I broadcast in ultra wide?
I thought so. I mean, I've seen gameplay in ultra wide.
Okay. I mean, I can scale it out so y'all can see more of the of what I see.
That's
so
fine.
Barbosa says, "Hey Brian, so what decided to get you playing No Man's Sky? Easily Light No Fire. Like the trailer for Light No Fire absolutely looks incredible, and when you start to think about what they're doing, it only makes sense to go check out what they've done." And obviously with the enjoyment that I'm having with Star Citizen, what I enjoyed with Starfield, like with the space aspect, there's, you know, something exciting for that, you know, that I want to play around with. So the yeah, it just seems to make sense to be able to check out this game and kind of see what it is. I'll press, okay, I can press that to scan. Let's see here. I can also, oh, what's this? Analysis mode. Hold right trigger to analyze. Sweet. Okay, so oxygen. So I need I need to collect dihydrogen. So just hydrogen, is that right?
Yeah, it would be hydrogen. Or you can collect water and synthesize it to isolate the hydrogen.
Okay. Negative 55.8 degrees
That's
Celsius.
That's just me thinking. I don't know if you can actually do that in the game.
Raw materials, consumables, high value. Starship multi-tool. Yeah, the let's see. Anyway, is it T on the keyboard? Nope, that's a light.
Oh, someone said hold down. Where is it? Press X, then select utilities, a gear icon, and then select toggle camera view. It says Ario Amen.
Utilities. Toggle camera view. Oh, there we go. Thank you.
There you go.
Offer
I think
food.
this game probably plays better with third person. That is a floating thing.
Squid.
It's just like a squid ant thing.
It won't let me analyze it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Maybe I already did.
Maybe you have to level up your analysis skills.
Maybe.
Maybe you have to go
It's
to
the little
SAT
blue
prep.
crystals that I'm looking for. Little blue crystals, baby. I see H. I guess that's the blue crystal.
Yeah. That would be hydrogen.
Have some sodium.
Whoa, that's
Oh, I
fast.
got a jetpack. Yeah.
Pew. What the fuck? Oh, there it is. Okay. There's repair.
Squid shrimp. That's a really good way to put it in an EO.
Squid shrimp? Ah, I wouldn't call it a shrimp.
There we go. Now, just as a reminder for those of you who happen to be new to the channel or the content, you can always jump into Discord and jump into voice chat as well. So don't think that
only
it's
for us.
It's only, yeah, it's not for, we're not an exclusive bunch.
Nope. We try to be.
The only person that fights around here is Yemrin.
Yeah. I'm never welcome.
Mike sounds like he's like a pilot on a plane.
Who hit? Mike?
I'm sorry, it's the Bluetooth headset.
It's the Mike.
Yeah. That's alright.
There we go.
Mike effect.
I didn't get all the hydrogen. I don't know if this
No bombs
matters,
for you.
but I want it all.
Thermal protection fully.
Thermal protection, 50%.
Oh no.
Also, a tip for scanning rocks and trees: if you can get them before mining them, some of them have secondary materials that you will get. Ooh. Oh, it doesn't want me to scan sometimes. I need to be sitting still.
It's cool.
All right.
Yeah, I thought about getting No Man's Sky. Just because I've heard good things about it. Especially like nowadays, it's actually a pretty good
I
game.
guess I've scanned him. Yeah. Well, especially because of that. And
So-
that's one of the things that gives me a lot of hope and excitement for Light No
So-
Fire.
So Light No Fire is by Hello Games?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know. What
this
is Light
is-
No Fire? I have not been paying attention.
It looks like it's kind of set like in a more fantasy kind of world, but it's like
Okay.
instead of multiple planets, they're making one planet.
Okay,
Yeah. So
that's fine. I mean, that's fine. It's one world. Okay. Is it like? I mean, I know there's like a mouse. That's all I know. Like I don't know anything.
this is how hello. Welcome in, welcome in. How do I craft? I'm supposed to craft something.
Barbarossa.
Modify.
Welcome, dude.
Okay. Hello. Transfer items. Craft. Create useful and valuable materials.
Click on that.
Okay.
It's a trap.
Exosuit.
It's trying to fool you, Brian.
Now you've given away all your resources.
Yeah, no. Now I must go collect more.
Why
Yeah,
did
so-
I just explode?
Yeah, so what Light No Fire is going to do different is it's just one life size to scale planet.
Oh, nice.
You know,
That's a
Yeah.
that's a big.
that's a big thing, dude. Yeah.
That's a big. That's a bold statement. Cut there, Cotton.
Yeah. See if it works out for him.
And his name is John C.
Thank you. I
little
love
late.
that one. A little late, but it's okay. We'll forgive him because he was having mic
yeah.
issues. Use right trigger to craft items in your inventory. That is right trigger. In inventory slots. Okay.
If you press your, was it Z key, you can bring up your refiner.
Oh, here we go. Craft.
Yeah. Click on it.
All right.
There. If you want to make a stack of that, then you have to press whatever key it is for controller to make more of those.
Gotcha. Okay. So, view crafting steps. How do I increase the overall amount? Oh, okay, here. Left bumper and right bumper. Build missing components. Oh, it needs.
Nope.
Okay. I need 20 of those? Holy crap. So it takes 40 dehydrogen to make one. So I need way more hydrogen. Okay, there we go. All right, good to know. I'm right. I'm going to jump in the ship so that way I survive more of this cold. All right, hunting hydrogen.
If you want to change to third person, this is.
And I know it's a little late on the soundboard stuff. I just figured out how to do it on the phone.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Barbosa, I thought what were you about to say?
While you're in your ship, you can change the from first person to third person if you wish.
Okay, cool. We found out how to do it in
I
the
saw that.
menu ish. Like am I confident that I could do that again without having to ask? No.
That's why we're here.
Yes. A community that games together, man. I love it. So how was everybody's New Year's? Do y'all have a good one?
I went to bed at 10:45 and it was fantastic.
Dude, I should have. I stayed up late because we let the kids stay up till midnight, and so they were like watching, some of their like shows that they like and playing. I got them based off of y'all's recommendation, Mario Party Superstars for Christmas. So they've been enjoying that and playing that, and then after that. Me and Julie kind of just marathoned Rick and Morty for a while.
Brian, question for you.
Yeah.
My parents do this. Do you get like each child individual gifts and then one for all of them?
We will, yeah.
If you scan
So
that,
we'll
you can get extra. There you go. Sorry.
You're good. Please teach me y'all's ways. What's up, Fido? Happy New Year.
Honestly, been playing this game since day one.
Oh yeah. Okay, so walk me through that experience because I got a comment from somebody that said that.
God, it just is improved so much over the years, and you buy it once, and every DLC has been free.
It's pretty legit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm playing via Game Pass.
You can't put your nose up at that.
No, not at all. Well, and that's the thing. I saw somebody was like, they said that what Sean Murray did is unforgivable, and I'm like, this sounds like that's when a gamer tells me that, I'm like, y'all's priorities are a little bit out of whack.
Unforgivable, but so here's the thing: when someone like sells a game really high, and then they severely underdeliver. It's not that it's not forgivable. It's just really hard to get that trust back.
Oh yeah, the trust to build it back. But the concept that somebody was like unforgivable, it's like, I think there's plenty of things that that fall into that category.
I would say there are many worse things that are more unforgivable than like under delivering a freaking video game.
Oh, good. He had a brand new. This was their first game that they ever did.
They also had like a super massive flood.
It had a huge
amount I was going to say they had a lot of stuff that was like they had the flood. A lot of the stuff that they made got damaged. Like they had an incredibly bad launch.
But instead of closing up shop and running away, they basically stuck to their guns and they put out a awesome product.
Yeah, and
that's fun. Yeah.
That in my mind is why I have no issue about showing up at Light No Fire day one. Because it's like if they even if they don't have it exactly the way that we want it. Oh, weapon charge depleted. Okay, now I need to figure out how to charge my weapon.
They're gonna make it that way.
Yeah, they've learned so many lessons.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
And I'll be honest, I expect the servers to crash day one.
Oh yeah.
It depends. I mean, that does depend on the kind of game it is. If it does require constant internet, then yeah, there's going to be with any game that requires a server, it's going to be nuts. Now, Jade Font says over on Twitch says it's unforgivable in the context and sense that they promised a lot, and then a lot of what they promised just wasn't in the game. Not as in you misunderstood what we mean. It means we lied. Sorry, guys. And that's why people are hesitant about the game. And I'm never going to tell anybody who's hesitant that they have to get excited. No. Let them earn that trust back. And for me, as somebody who was not burned by No Man's Sky, I'm like, all right, let's Light No Fire looks more up my alley. And so, and with that, and with it being more up my alley, I'm like, let's go. Like, I know that the team will keep at it until until they feel like they have delivered. Now, Ario says people forget that Sean Murray always said that there will be many issues which will come with updates later, and that people ignored and took HG's vision as to what would be released in 1.0. One thing I will say that, and I don't know if you guys seen this on Twitter, and it's satire, but they posted an interview that Sean Murray, based off of the request of Hello Games, is not going to take any new interviews because like, you think about it, I think the thing that resonates with me is that you have a guy who's untrained in PR communication. He has this grand vision in his head. He communicates that vision, but as we see time and time again, it's not that No Man's Sky has this problem. It's literally any games as a service, is that gamers and the time it takes to get things done doesn't align. And I think Star Citizen is another great example of, hey, we think we're going to have this done in 2020, and it finally rolled out in 2023. Like, ooh, and people feel betrayed by that level of communication. And the only real answer behind that is don't communicate, which we don't want anyway. Now, Jade Font follows it up, says that they've earned that trust back and they've worked on improving the game over the following years. But I imagine between No Man's Sky and Cyberpunk, a lot of people are just going to wait and see. Wait and see should be our default state when it comes to gaming, right? Like, there is no such thing as digital scarcity. You will not, run out of it. Oh, sorry, we can only sell 100,000 copies of digital.
You say that.
Yeah.
But remember Final Fantasy 14 when it ran out of codes?
Well, they had to do that, and this is also Square Enix system. True, good, fair point. I'll take the L on that because I forgot all about it. But holy crap, yeah, but that was also because they didn't have the server space to kind of maintain it. Recharge equipment, mining beam, carbon.
I don't know.
I'm going to turn in here real quick and say, have a good day, guys. Good luck to Brian. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, man.
Take it easy, Mike.
See you, Mike.
Later, dude.
All right, so life support. There we go.
In its beginning, it basically had server crashes. It had too many people trying to get on. It ran out of copies because back then you had to get a hard copy. And so, people that...
I have my Collector's Edition.
Yeah. And
I have my Collector's Edition No Man's Sky.
I mean, these problems have been going on for years. And even though, and now it's all digital, I think people have to, basically it's like, be skeptic. It's like, don't give in to the hype. It's like, do your homework. Look at the game. Right. Look at what you look at.
Literally wait, right?
Don't look at just one place. It's like getting your news. You don't go to one news station and that's the only place. You go to a lot of them because they all say the same things.
You might go to a lot of them. Like, I go to a lot of different sources. But it's interesting because I saw this actually happening. Have you ever heard of the concept of drop shipping?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
The TLDR is that they had a theory that the internet would cut out the middleman, just go direct to the buyer and buy your product. Well, what really happens, and it's weird because you would think it would be so easy that people would just do another search or check another site, but they don't. They're just like, send me the thing I want and here's what I pay. So drop shipping as a concept comes in where people will list something for one price, they'll go to another site and get it for $10, and then they'll just ship it to the person who bought it from them, and it just made more middlemen. So when it comes to the internet, we see so many bad actors, we see so much and just misinformation that What I always get frustrated is that when something isn't truthful, but yet people believe it to be true, it takes so much more effort to educate somebody, and that also requires that they have a willingness to want to try and learn in that. Now, Robbie says there is scarcity in server space. I think unless you're Amazon, Amazon continues to impress when it comes to their availability.
Amazon and Google, I guess, right?
Yeah. Microsoft as well.
Microsoft, yes.
One of the big three, should we say.
All right, let's see here.
It's why I will tell everyone that if you're going to be playing a game that's online, that if you're going to be playing it day one, expect servers to crash because, like, yes, they could invest into more server space and they could invest into bigger servers.
There's so much cost to that, and that's another thing people just don't.
Yeah, I'm just,
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, if they invested into those servers, let's just say day one, there's going to be 10,000 people playing the game. That's a low number, but let's just say there's 10,000 people. And you know that after a month, there's only going to be 2,000 people because all the other people have moved over to the new hotness and they've stopped playing your game. So you could invest into those 10,000 servers, pay them money, which would be a yearly investment because you have to buy in bulk over a certain amount of time. So therefore, you'd then have those 8,000 servers space that you just sat there doing nothing. So it sucks for the gamers in a way. Because, you know, it means the servers are always going to crash day one pretty much. But for a company, it's just too smart to not, but to look at what you think is going to be the average number and then invest into the amount of space for the average number rather than your peak. Because it's your peak, you're not going to always hit it.
Well, that's also where cloud servers actually like add a level of benefit for scale, because ultimately you just pay for what you use and need. So it's not like I got to own all these servers, etc. But I'm sure, you know, that can be a premium depending on what kind of servers that you need overall. Now,
and it'll be interesting to see the pricing of that change based on usage as well, though, because right now not many people use it, so therefore there's enough space to be used like for that. But once that becomes that more companies start using the cloud servers, they're going to get overused. And then, therefore, they're going to be able to start charging a bigger premium, especially when the cloud servers are owned by, as you said, mostly the same three big companies.
Yeah. Now, the Shanto says that they're definitely going to be checking out Light No Fire. What about Light No Fire excites you, Shanto? Because, like, for me, like, they hit, like, it felt like a love letter to me, and they have no clue who I am. Like fantasy, and in a way, honestly, it's going to be an interesting concept that challenges the Bethesda, model, where they say it's the first real open world. And I'm like, wow, it's gonna be nuts to see what happens. Advanced mining layers are required. Okay.
By the way, people talk about the creator of this game lies. What about the guy that made Fable 3 times in a row? And other games.
Peter Molyneux? Are you saying that Sean Murray is the new Peter Molyneux?
Yeah, hopefully not.
Here's the
because
thing.
I don't want a random cube mobile game where people have to tap and then win a prize eventually.
Here's the thing, and and this is just the context of how I think about some of this stuff, right? And again, I was never burned by Sean Murray. W3 kids, off topic. My child is speaking a language I'm not familiar with. He just started Zelda. Yes. If you guys don't know, CWC is my Aunt Sherry, an incredible woman. I love her to death. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Aunt Sherry, and I'm so glad that your kids just started Zelda, baby. Yeah. Let's see here. I always like it when family shows up to do what I do. Let's see here. Light No Fire looks like Valheim, but with the Hello Games DNA and No Man's Sky and steroids. I think, Dave, that is they should print that on the box. It's because it's like, yeah, it's got that survival element, it's got that fantasy RPG element, it's got dragons. I was like, oh man, you just throw dragons at me and I'm gonna be thrilled. Oh, I gotta charge up some stuff here. Mining beam, might as well. Sweet Action Jackson, baby. All right. Inventory is not that button. Select button? Okay, cool. Oh, launch thruster. So I need just one dehydrated jelly and pure ferrite. Okay. Maybe I don't need 20. Why does it say I needed 20? Or maybe it only holds 20.
20 is the stack.
Okay, well, I'm an idiot. Because I'm just like, oh, crap, I got to farm a ton. And it's like, no, you already have plenty of that. That's so funny. All right, let me figure out where my ship is. How do I find my ship?
Oh,
there it
for
is.
the ship icon.
There we go. I found it. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I saw some hydrogen. I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up here as well. Yeah, the Shanto says that they're going to be playing it because it's a company that has a track record of standing behind their game at launch and after launch, and that I think when it comes to these kind of games, that is where I put a lot of value in, you know, and that's, I mean, same thing with Square Enix, Final Fantasy 14. They did what they needed to do, you know, and it's like, I think that's an important thing. The other thing I was going to say is, like, while I got no ill will towards No Man's Sky or Sean Murray because I wasn't following the game at all. I just remember, like, you know, people being upset about it. But like, who would we want, Sean Murray or Bobby Kotick in gaming? Like, if you had to keep one, you know, I think gaming got better in the last 24 hours than the other way around. Heat warning. Where'd that ship? There's the ship. Perfect. Someone should explain how to do the jetpack melee boost.
Do you, I don't know how it is on controller. Figure out which button is for your melee strike, and then what you're doing is you're going forward. You're hitting.
Oh,
going
okay.
forward, hit your melee and your boost at the same time, and and then you're just, it helps in directional and helps in distance. Sorry.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's great. There we go. I finally got it. Oh, I got a little damage. Haha, sweet. Thank you, guys. You have to be running. Sweet. All right, now inventory, launch thruster, repair.
Now, to get pure ferrite, you can take your regular ferrite and take your, if you open up your inventory and pull up your refiner, you'll have to put down a refiner. So, yeah, you don't have one yet.
Should I not?
Yeah, if you go out of that, go to the main, and then hit like Z. I think it's a Z key for keyboard. No.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Portable refiner.
And then you have that. You can put that down if you have all the parts for it, and then out of that you can take your ferrite dust and make pure ferrite. It's a 2-for-1.
I need metal plating.
You can make metal plating. You already have that ability. Go into your inventory, make your metal plating from ferrite dust.
How do I get out of this?
It's a right mouse key. I don't know what it is on the console.
Okay, there I got out of it
And
there.
then do it again. Yeah.
And then you say...
that's your exit key instead of using exit.
Gotcha. Okay, metal plating, got it. All right, now I think it's up. Yeah, it's up on the D-pad, which is the Z key. Cool, sweet action. Reset Vid says, love this game. Some of the updates inventory irked me, so I set it down, but still a great game. I'm having a good time. And I guess, there, right trigger, there we go. Portable refiner.
You're gonna have to use your X key, put carbon up there, up to
Up
fuel
here?
supply. No, in the fuel supply. Just click on it.
Okay, I'm in the thing. It says output, fuel inverter, fuel supply.
Click on fuel. Click on fuel supply.
Okay.
If you
Carbon.
it should open up a window for carbon. Put that in there.
Cool, got it.
Yeah, and then click on the left.
Ferrite dust.
Yep, and then right there. And click
And pure
put it in
ferrite.
input, and then you put your do your math as to how much pure ferrite you have. One.
I think it said I needed 50. Oh, do I split it out of here or something like that?
You can just hit the arrow key and it'll make exactly what you want. And if that's too big of a number, then you can go back to your take your ferrite dust out, and then you can turn around and it's for computer. It's a C key, and that will split it in half, and then you can make a separate stack.
Let's do 100. There we go. Cool. Awesome. Thank you. Let's go.
But all these MMOs have, have always had problems with at launch when you're dealing with massive amounts of people online.
Oh, look at those ships.
Yeah, those are NPCs.
Oh, neat. All right, so now I need to...
Ground protection falling.
Okay, let's see here. Use activate deploy refiner. Ah, nope.
And you can pick that thing back up, your refiner.
Oh, cool. Like put it in an inventory or something?
It'll automatically go into an inventory slot.
Sweet. All right, so ferrite dust. Oh, cool. It like holds onto it or something. All right, how in the Sam Hill do I do that? Repair. Repair the launch thrusters, access inventory, and then repair items use right trigger. Oh, now it's showing up here. Okay, cool.
Component repaired. Technology repaired.
Sweet. What next? Starship repaired. Launch systems online. Yay! Sweet.
Jaded, sorry. It really depends on how early the demo is, and if the demo is actually supposed to show off the game itself. Because sometimes demos can be designed to show off features that they want to have for the publisher to be, like there might be some stuff that's not even supposed to be public.
Or it's a current build of the game that can change in due time. But in time. So.
You also have like slice. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but like, only way I can describe it is like pie slices of gameplay where they'll only create a specific part of the game to show off their
a specific
plans.
feature. I know what you're talking about. I forget what it's called. It's like something slices.
Yeah, like that way the game might be 20 hours long, but they'll only maybe make 15 minutes of the game to show off what they want to have in the future.
In space?
Sort of like a reduced
you're in space.
access.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Those aren't normally shown to the public, but instead they're used to like sell it to a publisher. Vertical slice.
Stuff like that.
That's it, Master.
Vertical slice, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Hold left bunker, right bunker to test the pulse engine. Whoa!
And unlike Starfield, you can fly anywhere you want.
Yeah. Starship
Yeah, when you
communicator.
land on the planet, you can walk around the entire planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Because it's not life size. It takes like 6 or 12 hours to walk around the entire planet. Forget some guy did it in the beginning.
Well, I'm sorry.
No, that's it.
Yeah, it's one of the issues I have with Starfield. It's like, okay, you're gonna. Now, hang on. You're gonna make it a this all generated. Okay, I get that. But if you're gonna make it generated and you're gonna put down a landing place, you're gonna mark it for me. Then, and it's the only one that's marked on the planet, or even if you only have 2 that are marked, when I land there, whether it's 1 or 2, I shouldn't have to land in a different part of the planet to go find a plant, an animal, or an item. It should be all in your generated areas that you've already designated for that planet. That's the one beef I have, because there were so many planets I had where I couldn't find the one thing to complete it, and it's just like, you know, it's like I'm landing all over the place for this, you know, one thing. And that was, to me, that was the most aggravating part about the game. Other than that, you know, it was a cool game. I enjoyed playing it.
As somebody who played Starfield before playing No Man's Sky and Star Citizen, I'm glad I went in that order, because it would have frustrated me.
Mm-hmm.
But thankfully, here we are, going rocking and rolling, and it's like, yeah, this is great. But yeah, like when you go and play No Man's Sky and Star Citizen and even Light No Fire, like that's where I do wonder if we'll see, you know, does Bethesda need, you know, what does Bethesda need to do?
No need to get rid of that engine. I know they like it because it.
Not even that. They just need to They just need to innovate. They need to change their formula, because their formula, people are getting tired of it. Like, obviously, yes, there are people. There are people who enjoy it, but like, they're not getting any. They're arguably not really getting any more like.
But they're not getting growth, are they? Really?
I completely agree with that, because where, like, that's where it's like where Baldur's Gate 3, where like there's been some games that have really pushed forward gaming and what is kind of to be expected in it. And in that vein, when you look at those kind of games, you see the clear difference. And then, like, you know, and obviously comparisons the thief of joy, but like when you look at something like Cyberpunk, and then you look at Neon in Starfield, and it's like there is a massive difference.
Dude, the developer, like the developer reaction to Baldur's Gate 3, dude, that was like when all these developers came out and it's like, dude, you guys over delivered and now it sets us up for failure. It's just like, dude, screw you.
Yeah.
To be fair though, a lot of people was like, oh my god, it came out of nowhere, but people understand that Baldur's Gate 3 had several years of early access to allow them to get feedback on the game and to help fund it. Like,
yeah, it's been in development for what, years?
Yeah.
Like half a decade or something.
Yeah, I know people still get pissy when I say this, but I kind of wish it had also been up for Independent Game of the Year at Game Awards.
Baldur's Gate?
Just to see people's reactions. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because is it not an independent game?
Who's it by?
I think well, and that's the thing that I do wonder, that will AI have a huge impact on game development, because Light No Fire is being done by a 12-man team. Is that indie? You know?
Baldur's Gate 3 had a small team as well. And everything was funded by them. And there was not, like, they bought the license of, for the D&D. They didn't get that license. They had to use all their money to pay for the license to make the game. Like, it wasn't just given to them.
Yeah.
What draws the line on an indie developer if that's not an indie developer?
I would say indie is someone who is not a developer that is not connected to any major corporation.
Well, I mean, that in a way is kind of sound like third party.
Independent means without a publisher. Well, Baldur's Gate 3 was self-published, right? So
yeah. It runs the risk, though, of when you think of these startup small man teams making, like different games. Because I got another space game that's in early access that I'm going to check out. But yeah, and that's done, I think, by one guy. I mean, then you think about like Vampire Survivors, etc.
Yeah. Such a good game.
Whoa.
Extract the plans. New building part learned. Base computer. Cool. When placed, contacts Universal Cartographic Archive establish ownership of the land. Successful registration allows the construction of base modules across any side of the user's choosing, and it needs chromatic metal. Oh, new technology discovered. Terrain manipulator. Oh, sweet. Advanced terraforming device. This module overloads existing multi-tool systems, allowing the user to reshape regions as they wish. That's great.
If only that was real.
Yeah. I'm going to bend this to my will.
don't.
Select the terrain manipulation mission in the log. Mine copper and to build the base computer. Mining copper requires the terrain manipulator. Okay. I said it in the log. I thought, do I have to hold it down? Oh, yeah, I'm here. Awakenings. Establish a base builder terrain manipulator. Okay, and then secondary missions, terrain manipulation. Install the terrain manipulator. Alright, the terrain manipulator is a multi-tool upgrade. It allows the mining of valuable ores direct from the earth. The terrain manipulator reshapes the world. Install the terrain manipulator. Open the inventory and select the multi-tool with R trigger. Mining beam.
Oh wait.
I return.
Okay, sorry, some
Wait,
Yoshi
wait.
P Pharmacy 14 stuff just popped up on Twitter. It seems Yoshi P visited the Japanese Chocobo server today. He just
Nice.
decided to log in, and he answered some questions. Someone asked, please add more hats for Vieira, and he said, we're adjusting the system currently for Vera and Horovka, so please wait patiently.
Nanotubes you can make.
Nanotubes, okay.
So yeah.
Cool.
They said they're going to add some more options to character creator after
Oh, I need
the
one.
graphical update.
Okay.
I'm sorry, which game was this you were referring to?
Missing
14,
component. You need
sorry.
6 more carbons. Yeah, Final Fantasy 14 Yoshi P's letter.
Oh,
Come in.
Oh no, he just logged into the server and started answering people's questions.
Sorry, what, baby girl? She'll call you probably here in about an hour. Yeah. She's mom's having a little nap as well. Everybody's just y'all all stayed up super late.
Mom is allowed to sleep. Okay.
I did not stay up all night. Dad doesn't do that no more.
Just wait until you're older and you'll be
No,
wanting
mom
your
didn't stay
nap
up all
too.
night, but she's resting as well.
Fight it now.
Hey, I
Yeah.
stayed up till celebrate everyone in America's New Year.
She's tired.
So I didn't go to bed till the morning.
I live in the mountain time zone, and I went to
You
bed
wanna
at
go downstairs?
10:45.
Yeah, here. You're hungry? Go get the
Yeah,
go
I'm
get a
in
snack.
Central. I went to bed about 10.
You can go downstairs and get a snack, but you got to come back, okay?
Goes when I went to bed until after midnight.
Yeah, I don't stay up late no more. Like that's the one thing that I enjoy about playing games during the day. It's like, oh, this is relaxing, as opposed to like at night.
Honestly, I stayed up a little later. I stayed up till midnight, and like shortly, like within 15 minutes, I went to bed and fell asleep.
Yeah.
like not gonna lie.
Crystal fragment. I'm looking for, I think carbon is what I need.
Yeah, that's your trees.
Trees.
Trees are carbon. Your plants are carbon.
Ouch.
You'll get mordite, like that tree to your left.
Yeah.
Yeah, trees. Just
You
trees.
guys.
Yeah. Scan it. Sometimes you get extra carbon. Sometimes you get carbon and oxygen.
Well, I scanned these, so here we go. Cool. Thank you.
The nice thing about
this is
scanning is that you get
unidentified.
money for that.
You get money for scanning things. That's neat.
Yeah, you sure do. And it's like if you scan all the creatures of a planet, you get nanites for that. When you and then also that's part of an achievement.
What are nanites for?
Nanites are for buying your what are they? The modules that
For your
you
ship?
when you go to a space station and you have modules for your exosuit, your multi-tool, your ship,
Gotcha. Okay.
your all your
Are
those
modules
mods are.
like upgrades, or are they just like parts that go?
Some of them
into
can be
your stuff?
upgrades, but also they can be additions to. They can be added on to whatever tool. Like if it's a mining tool, you can go and get something to help increase the amount of, money that you get for scanning a resource. You can get more power to mining tool.
Okay, gotcha.
that type of stuff. Also, your weapons, that's part of your multi-tool is...
Oh, there are weapons in this game?
Yeah, the mining laser is also a weapon, but then there's also when you go to the anomaly, and you go to the back right.
Why is it not taking down the trees? Oh, I'm in trouble.
Because you're at the wrong tool. Wrong tool.
How do I
No,
switch tools?
You for the PC, it's a G key. I'm not sure what it is on. I don't play consoles.
There we go. Cool.
Switch your tool.
I was like, all right, I gotta get some carbon and recharge the suit.
Just hit Alt F4.
Fixes everything.
Yeah. There you go.
All your problems solved in a moment.
Yeah, but if you go to the anomaly and you go, let's say you have the landing pad, and if you land on the right side as you enter, you go up the ramp, and then you go up to the left of a ramp. In the very back are 4 NPCs that are vendors, and they will sell you all the a lot of the modules that are base modules. So you'll have things for your weapon, your multi-tool, for construction, for your,
nice, dude.
What is it called, your vehicle.
Yeah. How you still liking Diablo 4 Codebreaker? Because that's one of the games that I want to get back into. I
stopped playing that game a while ago. I got bored.
I heard their seasons are
Diablo.
By the season though.
Diablo 4 is great for if you're just going in for seasonal content. Once you're done with it, you press on to something else.
Oh yeah, no, I get that.
I like the Helltide content though. There is some good stuff post campaign.
Yeah.
Activate the train manipulator with Y.
To like 48.
Okay, so it's Y on the controller. Gather copper. Activate train manipulator with Y. Use the analyst advisor to locate deposits. Cargo drop down there. Interesting.
Path of Exile is the way to go over D4. Yeah, I've heard that before. That's a popular opinion.
When you're in that view, then you're going to look at those little nodes that you see.
Mm-hmm.
And if you see a square one, that's usually a resource. You need to look up a little bit more.
On the cargo drop.
You can go in a whole 360 while holding that button and looking at all the things that are around you.
What's that? Hazardous flora? So what am I looking for? Press right trigger to zoom. Okay, cool.
Again to your left.
My left?
Yeah, your left. That's your right.
No, my right.
Buried cache.
Keep on
Buried
going.
cache. Frostwort.
Go. Keep on going.
Debris.
Keep going. Keep on. Keep on. Keep
Outside
on.
deposit.
With the yellow thing?
He's looking for a resource and he hasn't come across a single one that he's looking for yet. You see that little square thing right there? See that? No, to your right, to your right. The thing that says dioxide?
Okay.
Dioxide? You're looking for something
Sodium
like that, but
deposit.
it'll say
Sorry.
sodium for you. That's all. Okay. I'm done.
Dioxide deposit. And I'm looking for copper.
Oh, copper. Yeah. Well, it'll say copper. You know, whatever the resource is, it'll say it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Looking for copper. Let me recharge. I need more. I need more sodium. That's cool.
That's interesting.
Okay. I've gathered no copper. Get some more sodium. Relax says the one disappointment I have in No Man's Sky was the lack of some kind of multi-crew. I know ship interiors were never going to happen, but I always thought they could have done turrets. Dude, I don't know if you played or checked out Star Citizen, but the multi-crew in Star Citizen is phenomenal. Oh, there's some sodium.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, like most, if not all, of the ships in No Man's Sky are single pilot.
Yes.
That's unfortunate.
Even the freighters.
Or at least they're like fighter side, right?
I take that back. If you're in a group, you can go to somebody's freighter, just like you can go to somebody's base.
Oh, you can buy a freighter. You can get a freighter.
You can get a freighter. In fact, at one point in time, you know, after playing for like an hour or so, and then when you have to warp to so many systems, and then you'll run into a battle.
Right.
And after you kill all the pirates, you get a message, and then you are presented your first freighter, which you can at that point in time take, or you can say no because you don't want it. But you can always get a freighter, and then you know, put some work into it, because they go just like ships: C, B, A, and then S class. And you can put work into it. You can expand like its inventory, or you're put more like warp engines, and you get sensors, you get all sorts of other stuff. Anyways, and then when you come across another freighter that is higher level, because every once in a while you'll end up in these freighter battles where you'll have these freighters that you have to defend from pirates. It's not the one where you have the big freighter when you come in, and there's a big freighter on your left and it's shooting at this freighter on the right. It's like that is, there's no freighter you're going to get out of that bad boy.
Yeah.
But you'll get other stuff. There's, you know, it's not like it's not worth it to go through. Anyways, but you can trade up, and that's how you get a higher level. There's not like, there's farming techniques to get an S-class starship. There's farming techniques to get an S-class multi-tool, you know, that type of stuff.
So farming, like you grow them?
No, farming as
I'm
in...
kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay. I mean, that's...
I mean, listen, the Yuzhong Bong from Star Wars used to do that. They grew their ships were biological in their technology, so they used to grow their ships. But that'd be cool. They have a bio ship in No Man's Sky. That's neat.
Yeah, a living ship.
That's cool.
And you can also get living freighters as well, or frigates. Not freighters, frigates.
Farscape had bio ships too. Okay. I don't know anything about Farscape.
Journey milestone complete. Travel 10K.
That was a good sci-fi show.
What was that?
It's a show, but I think it's also like a book series, I think.
Oh, we're in the Sam Hill. Looking for copper, and I'm not finding any copper.
What's that? No, that's
My gold shard.
What is this?
I might be wrong on this, but Farscape had a puppet by Jim Henderson company,
the
right?
wrong scanner to have up.
Which one do
There
I
you go,
need?
that one.
I have the analysis up, but
Yeah, that's the one that will show you what resources you have out there. And it'll also show you locations, everything. The one that you had, it's like if you're on a mission to go find something specific, which is not, you know, a resource, that one will basically point you in the direction.
gotcha.
What's that?
Can you go to...
Buried mineral formation. Does that sounds promising?
No, it'll say copper.
Bummer.
Yeah, it will say copper. Now, can you go to... I can't think of the screen off the top of my head. The discovery screen?
Okay, discoveries?
Yeah, if you... For PC, it's an exit key.
Mm-hmm. I'm here.
and then you go to discoveries, and you can go to your planet. See, okay, yeah, copper's there. So, but it doesn't give you. It's somewhere. You know, you just have to be patient enough to find it.
So when you mine copper, do you also get badges and handcuffs too?
1 second.
Sorry,
Oh my God.
I'm just full of them
God,
today.
You slay me. You just slay me. That's just too funny.
Farscape had 2 Jim Henson puppets for a time, Rigel
Yeah.
and Pilot.
Oh,
Okay. Dude, Jim Henson was the man.
I remember Rigel, but I didn't remember Pilot being a puppet. That makes sense. I had a crush on one of the what's her name?
Is Piggy?
One of the aliens. I think he's talking about Farscape
Yana?
characters.
Happy New Year to all. Yes, back at you, dude. Farscape and Jim Hansen full time, Regal and Pilot.
Oh yeah. That was a lot of fun. Claudia Black.
Okay. Humming sack. All right, come
That
on.
gives a gem or a what the heck is that stupid thing called?
Frozen tubers. All right.
Those
Does
for
it
cooking?
make more sense to get into my ship and fly around and scan?
Nope.
Okay.
Is it possible to hail your ship?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that something I have? I don't think I have unlocked that yet.
Yes, it's automatically at the very.
It's a default.
Yeah. You just have to press X for on PC. You scroll to the summon vehicles, and then you click on that, and you go to your, whatever exocraft or your starship or even your freighter. You can use to summon. That tuber is for cooking.
Okay. It costs 25 launch and 50% to summon, then
And
launch.
that yellow one, that yellow plant that you passed on your left, those things, if you go back there, it will give you sodium. Back there, yeah. Keep on going. It's a little too, point to the right. Right there, that yellow plant.
Sodium rich plant. Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah. They're really good to help you with until you get more mods that will help you with protection from the weather. You can go into.
Yeah, Relax was right. Did you know that when No Man's Sky released, it was just, I think it's like 150 megabytes for the entire game.
Yeah.
Was this the 2000s?
When did it? How long has it been out? 7 years? 8 years?
I actually can't remember. I think you're about right.
Man's Guy? I want to say 5.
5 or 6 years, something like that.
2016.
Oh, it wasn't that long.
Yeah, 2016.
That's neat.
No wonder I
The
forgot.
game has come so far.
I like your color scheme, Brian,
You like my color scheme?
for your
Thank you.
character.
Oh, thank you.
Blue and yellow. It's a good combination.
Yeah, I think I bought the collector's edition for like £50. It wasn't even a full price title when it came out.
Where am I going? This way.
Yeah, video game pricing I think is going to get interesting over the next couple years. Because it's been so nice to see so many people like actually enjoying Forspoken, and I'm like, yeah, like it's not a bad game. It's just not a $70 game in my opinion.
Yeah, I think I got it on sale for like 20. I think I got it on sale for like $25.
Yeah, you usually can
So.
find it 50% off.
Yeah, I think I got it during the summer sale.
Yep. Well, it's cool. Did you hear about Diablo? The big stink about their supposed
The expansion is gonna be $100, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
People are like,
Well-
"Are you kidding me?"
I really doubt.
Well, no, that's the collector's edition version, the expansion, right? Because I think there's
Isn't
gonna
that
be
the
a cheaper
cost of
version.
all collector's editions? It's like,
Yeah.
$30 more,
I-
which would make it $100.
I did not hear that it was a collector's edition. I
No,
heard
I
that was
didn't.
for the base.
I just really doubt that they're actually gonna do it. I know there were a couple surveys that went out asking some ridiculous questions, but they addressed that already and said that this was like all beyond hypothetical and they were not planning to raise the base price beyond.
That's oxygen.
What's oxygen?
Plus,
Fair.
That red plant you scanned back there.
plus they said that's a survey. The companies just send out surveys and like, it doesn't mean that they're gonna do that price.
Like
I
I get
think
them for
it would be
Destiny
crazy
all
if
the
they did.
time. Like I probably get one from Destiny every other month, and it's usually just the same questions, or they'll add like one new one just to
That
make sure
red
they're
one.
testing waters with people that play a lot.
That they're gonna do that, or they're gonna break up
Yeah.
one game into 3 purchasable options, so 150, which is I'm like, I'm surprised video game prices stayed as low as they did for so long.
But that's for a DLC though.
Well, that's where I'm wondering if AI is gonna end up helping out dramatically in terms of just game development, so you don't need teams of 1,000 people and a budget of $400 million to make a Spider-Man game. But I don't know.
I don't know. The Spider-Man is. I don't see. Spider-Man's always going to be expensive, but that's not because the game development, but because Disney has a license on that, and that
Well, yeah,
they
they-
can charge.
No.
What is it?
Sony
It's like-
does. Sony has the license to Spider-Man itself.
No, Sony has the license to Spider-Man
The
toys,
movies. Yeah, movies.
movies,
It's disputed
and
currently.
anime. No, that's what they have. That's
Okay.
legally what they bought.
All right.
When they, because Marvel split up, sold stuff like a long time ago. Like that's why they couldn't make a single Hulk movie. Yeah, well, they couldn't make a Hulk movie on his own for the longest time, because they sold the rights to individual Hulk. It's why when they did World War Hulk with Ragnarok, technically they couldn't do World War Hulk because they couldn't have Hulk have an individual movie, because they didn't have the right to have Hulk as an individual character. They
Right.
only have the right to have Hulk as a multi-part character. So they had to have 4 in the movie to make sure that therefore they can legally do the movie. Spider-Man, Marvel owns like most of the comic, the action toys, and all that lot rights. Not the movies. I mean the comic books and stuff. While Sony owns the movie rights. So with Spider-Man, they still have to go to Disney for the contract.
Yeah, and based off it's like
Which means
anywhere from
after-
15 to 25%.
Yeah, which means, but the thing is that because Spider-Man 1 did so well, Miles Morales did so well, Disney's like, oh, well,
And
this made you a lot of money, but it didn't make us a lot of money. We like a lot of money. Give us more money, basically.
Money.
I like money. You like money.
what's that?
We
white-
want your money.
the little that one.
They're all dockside.
What about? Yeah.
Dockside, Frostwort, dockside.
Yeah. Those deposits are what you're looking for.
Yeah, all right. Well, yeah, like so the symbol, I'm like, oh, and then I got excited, and then I was like, damn it.
Yeah. Me too.
But yeah. I'm just happy it was clear that Ratchet and Clank actually did make a profit. So that was nice to hear.
Yeah, that's like, because it breaks the heart. Like if it's like everybody's like, oh, we don't get original, we only get licensed games and stuff. It's like, yeah, that's what people buy. You know, it's like, it's a simple mathematics, but it does still show you like how big of a pull Spider-Man is over Ratchet and Clank, which I think is kind of a bummer.
Spider-Man is the most
Spider-Man is the
profitable
biggest.
hero.
I guess. Yeah, Spider-Man makes more profit than any other superhero in either Marvel or I think DC, as well.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the most profitable. Spider-Man is the most profitable superhero in the world, like by a large margin. So Sony's
Which
not
is crazy when you think about it, because you see, I would say you see more Superman than you do Spider-Man, but Spider-Man just makes more.
Actually, I would expect Batman to be some sort of competition, but no.
Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, probably the top grossing
Big three.
super. Yeah.
I myself am more into anime and I'm more excited the fact that Dragon Ball is returning next year.
Ah,
It's
now,
fine.
now Dave's going with what I was thinking about earlier, flying to another part of the planet. Like, that's what I was thinking about. They are making new
They-
Superman
that's,
movies. The DCU officially launches on July something 2025. And this is the James Gunn led DCU. So I'm really excited about Superman Legacy and then everything else he's kind of been working on.
The thing I'm concerned about with him is that he's choosing a lot of teams that no one has heard of, or that only very few people have heard of, and that they don't have a lot of, like, to a normie, they don't know who the Authority is. They don't know who like some of the people he's chosen are. So I'm cautiously optimistic, but I'm not sure they'll do well, simply based off of the fact that
can
most
shrink
people don't know
their
who they are.
when you mine.
The thing about it, though, is that he writes character-driven stories, and I think that's what the superhero
Oh yeah, that's his
show
look,
needs.
You turn the Guardians of the Galaxy, who are arguably on the same level as the Authority in them, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
and it makes them a household name.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm cautiously optimistic, is that he has the ability to do that. I just hope he uses that ability effectively, right? Because yeah.
And huge shout out and thank you guys for the 22 likes on the YouTube side of the stream. So appreciate y'all and welcome in. I think I saw King Meatbox. Great name. Welcome. Thanks for hitting follow, dude.
Yeah, I've heard the new Last Airbender live action looks good. I mean, I like The Last Airbender. I am not like my brother freaking loves that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's got like all the novels and stuff and the comic books. It's like no, it's not me. It's a cool world, it's neat, but I'm not that involved into it.
All right, I'm gonna scan, and if I don't see copper,
Just fly to a new part of the world.
I'm gonna fly a new part of the world. Dockside. Is this side is dockside. Something dockside. All right, how do I call my ship? Copper. The game heard me.
Nice.
Jade Font says that's probably why I prefer Batman over the other heroes. And what's cool about what they're doing is they're doing basically Bruce Wayne and Damian, the Bat family, as a part of the DCU. So an older Batman, but you got Damian. So there's going to be some history and some really cool stuff that I'm looking forward to experiencing with you guys.
An oversaturation with all the Marvel stuff. Well, that, and it's also just not good, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's oversaturated.
Well,
and it's just
that's also a big part of the Disney Plus
quality
problem,
movies and
right?
Shows. So
instead of it being kind of like a temp pole, like it's like, how many things do I need to try and keep up with? And it's not that, like, I enjoyed the Daredevil Netflix, but ultimately it's like I really enjoyed it. But then ultimately, like, Loki was good. Like, this year, the things that I enjoyed were Loki season 2 and Guardians of the Galaxy. Everything else, I'm just like, all right. And those happen to be character-driven stories. Not we gotta push the narrative further.
I would also recommend the What If stuff. That's really good.
Oh, I haven't checked that out yet.
I've heard it's okay at best.
Oh no,
I'm also just not interested in like multiverse stuff. So
Yeah, multiverse is kind of. I'm kind of. I have more multiverse fatigue than I do.
It's multiverse stuff, but it's all like one shot. Well, most of it's one shot. There's like a little bit of a tie-in to like some of the later episodes, like so that there's a bit of a payoff. But it's mainly like it's all one shot in that season, should we say? Like,
Yeah,
almost.
I get it. No, I'm just not.
It's basically, can my favorite character beat this character if this happened at this specific time? It's made real.
Yeah, I like the first season of What If.
And
So
the answer is always Goku.
Yeah. And it's always Goku versus Superman, and Superman always wins because Superman is broken.
can I dig through the planet?
Yeah.
Not all the way through.
Okay.
You'll hit a core.
Well, that sucks.
You cannot dig all the way to the other side.
All right, now
it's
process
like real
copper
life,
to create
because-
chromatic metal. Deploy refiner from the build menu.
If you try to do that in real life, you'll just you'll just melt eventually from the heat.
Oh man, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what borehole is that? They kind of crossed like a weird sort of. The Russians dug like a really, like small but deep hole, like miles deep, and they had to stop, and I forget why. Something about
30.
like they were across a weird texture that they were coming that they couldn't like mine through. I think.
Mhm.
It's a texture thing.
They rebooted it, but then they took
Very
it back
simple.
into writing for the new Daredevil series. So I think essentially, hopefully, Disney is getting tired of losing money and decides that they want to be a company that makes money.
They
We'll
lost
see.
a lot of money this year.
And
in
guys, if you
23.
haven't seen Steamboat Willie, Mickey Mouse entered in public domain today. So
No kidding.
Yeah.
yeah,
Actually,
man,
that-
No, it's
that's
fun.
been such a fight because they keep having that, like, Disney's so big, they keep spending so much money and has fundamentally changed the rights behind public domain because of because of them wanting to protect their stuff.
I mean,
By the
that's
way, fun
fine.
fact: Peter Pan can never legally enter public domain in England.
Right, because their laws are better.
But no, because before the writer passed away, he gave all the rights to a certain hospital charity, and so as long as that charity exists, they can keep renewing the license, and therefore it can never enter public domain in England.
1 second, guys, got a knock on the door.
Might actually do that myself one day.
Knock on the door. Yeah, I'll be right there,
Hold on.
Brian. Give me 12 hours.
Huh. But no, intellectual property rights in the U.S. are scuffed, which is why a lot of people in the U.S. like register patents
Protection falling.
and copyrights
Yeah.
in European countries because their laws are like way better.
Analyze. All right, so how do I build this base computer? Let's see here. Base computer, claim a site for construction, build suitable area, and deploy the base computer.
Same button you did to
should-
deploy your refiner.
Should I do this next to my ship, or does it matter?
Doesn't.
Okay, cool. All right, base computer. Habitable base.
I'll be back in a bit.
All right, see you in a little bit. Searching cardiographic archives. Universal
I've got tickets to
archive.
see
Oh yeah.
Ian.
To which?
Jimmy Carr? You heard of the big
He's really
Jimmy
funny.
Carr, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's
a
great.
comedian.
Jimmy
It
Carr's
was, by the way, it
fantastic.
was hilarious in a way. My sister was like, "Here is tickets for your birthday / Christmas present," because she's like, because it's my birthday's next month. She's like, just for both together. And I'm like, "Oh, thanks for the tickets. I can't wait to go watch." She's like, "Oh, it's in March. Oh, that's awesome. Not long from now." And then it's March 2025. So I've got a while.
That is funny.
I'm like, "Yay! I got tickets. Yay! In a year and a half. Yay!"
Hey.
Yay.
Payment, flat of timber roof, timber floor panel, timber wall, timber angled door.
Carbon.
Sweet blueprints. Bases provide shelter from harsh planetary conditions, recharging your hazard protection as your base grows. It will grant you access to many advanced technologies. Construct bases as shelter from the harsh environments. Expand your base by earning new construction blueprints. Return to your base to store and process items you explore. All right. Construct a shelter for protection against hazards. Build foundations from tinder floor panels. Access the build menu. Okay. Oh, okay. This menu is getting expanded. So I need carbon. All right, cool. Da-da-da. Yeah. All right. Cool. I'll do 4. Oh, nope. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sweet. All right. Build a roof. Timber roof. Should I put walls up?
Yep.
I was like, how the hell are they gonna?
Yep. If you in those ones that have the 2 lines on them, if you press X on the computer, you can expand it and you can get different variations of walls.
Oh, cool.
But they all do the same thing. Depends if you're looking to have a certain look.
Come on.
When you're in, when you go back to your, if you get out of that, not all the way, just click once out of it, you can change it so that your camera is free motion and you don't have to actually move your character.
Okay.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Base uploadable.
Yeah, you go back to your base thingy.
Got no lights in this base.
That's fine.
But this
It's okay, you're a
keeps me
gamer.
safe right
That's
here.
where you live.
Yeah, in the dark.
Gamers don't need lights.
A roof
Only RGB.
and 2 to 3 walls minimum for environmental protection. Thank you, Master. Oh, I can also flatten the ground. Yeah, that's genius. Oh, there's a storm. Okay. All right, what else can I build in this base? Floral containment to beautify my base. Oh, a little light from the floral containment. Awesome. Got a little snow in my base, but that's okay. All right, what else we got? Cap
You don't have a
lighting.
fridge. Snow will keep your drinks cool.
What's up?
You don't have a fridge, so the snow will
Yeah.
be used to keep your drinks cool.
A light here.
Fine.
Sweet. And a flag. Okay, cool. Still kind of dark, but do I need to turn on the lights?
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Insufficient power. Okay. Interesting. Base computer log updated. Return to the base computer. Cool.
Now I want to install this and play this again.
I'm having a good time. Accessing log from previous user. Entry follows.
Definitely been improved upon. They get kudos from me for it. They stuck with it and they just made it better.
And it all for free, which is what impresses me the most. Like,
Yeah, I can't
many other
think of
games-
another. I'm sorry.
yeah. Sorry.
No, I can't think of another game that, has when you buy the base, you pay the base price, you've gotten every DLC, every expedition for free. You've had all this content for free.
I built more roofs than I needed. Look at my base.
Look, it's a balcony. It's a-
Balcony, yeah, exactly. Precisely. All right, so advanced materials required pure ferrite. Deploy the portable refiner. Access the build menu. Okay, so
And you can put your refiner
weird
inside the building.
armadillo reindeers. or whatever those are. Armadillo dinosaur things.
I have pure ferrite, but I need. Make 300. There we go. There are so many new options for your game difficulty and mechanics. That's cool.
Oh yeah. You hit escape and you go to options and you can change all sorts of stuff in that.
Nice. Naming the creatures is always fun too. Don't I have to be the first to discover the creature? To name it or something?
I think most of the people just scan them and keep on walking.
All right, now construction research unit requires magnetized ferrite. 1 second. Do this, Colin.
You get that from pure ferrite. Whatever you need in magnetized ferrite, double it, and that's how much pure ferrite you're going to need.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, construct research unit requires magnetized ferrite. Place pure ferrite in the portable refiner input. Oh, okay, cool.
The 2-to-1.
All right, so let me put. Let's see here. Put that back in the exosuit. Pure ferrite. Output. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go. Dottie Bear, Happy New Year. It says, hey boss, I'm from YouTube. Thank you for keeping the update on Throne of Liberty and Blue Protocol. Also, has Amonons announced anything yet? Not yet, but let's talk about a little bit more of that because there was an update for that. Julie's calling me again. Well, sorry about that. Family needed me for a minute. Yeah, so Blue Protocol and Throne of Liberty are launching this year. I would venture to bet we're going to hear something either about a new test here in January or early February for one of those games at least. It's going to be wild, right? Because you got to start, like, at least the way I'm thinking about it, and I could be completely wrong, but the way I'm looking at it when it comes down to Amazon Game Studios, they've got Lost Ark, New World, they're going to have Throne of Liberty, and they're going to have Blue Protocol. And both of those, so that's going to give them 4 big games as service games. You start to wonder, like, when's the right time to kind of launch? They were planning on originally launching Blue Protocol 6 months after the release in Japan. That is now. We are at that 6-month mark. So assuming everything went right, I could see that they could launch Blue Protocol first and then Throne and Liberty, sometime later. It would be mind-blowing, to say the least, if they decided to do both games around the same time, namely because we saw what happened last time with Titanfall 2, where Titanfall 2, they decided to sandwich it between 2 other games. It's an incredible game, but when it came out, it just got completely skipped because of where they decided to launch and place it. So you're very welcome. Thanks for coming over from the YouTube side of things, and hopefully you have, if you got any other questions, let me know, for sure. All right, let's see here. Oh,
They
dude.
really
Yeah,
don't
you get to play
release it in
both of them on
February.
PlayStation, baby. And they got cross-play, cross-save already working on Blue Protocol. So we haven't... I've seen gameplay footage of console for Throne of Liberty, but we're still... Yeah, like, I'm assuming they're going to launch... Like, it makes sense that I could see them launching on console in Korea first. And then, you know, then we'll get a closer date. And that's why I think Blue Protocol will be first out of the gate this year. And thrown in, like, you know, I'm thinking first quarter for Blue Protocol, second quarter for Throne of Liberty, third quarter for the New World expansion, and perhaps console launch. And then, I don't know, like, I guess their fourth quarter for whatever. All right, what do they need me to do? Construct research units.
They really don't want to launch Blue Protocol in February though, because February is insane.
What else is coming out in February? Because they Destiny got moved
I know
to
it's not
June.
MMOs, but
Destiny got moved to
that's
June.
March of 2025 now.
What?
Yeah.
They're missing 2024 for the final shape?
No.
Yes. It was put out in one of their TWABs.
No, they didn't.
Give me a source on that. Like, I was told, I thought they were saying June 2024, not a whole year. Cause my gosh, the Destiny Salt would be unbearable.
No, it
Yeah.
got moved to June.
published in
June?
November.
Good.
Nope.
No, it's supposedly going to be later than that.
March
Later
of
than
20
June? You got a link or anything?
Yeah, let me work on that, okay?
Yeah. Thanks. I was just like, that's wow. Like, what the F went wrong? And that's maybe they're having Lego, you know, like that sounds like a human resources problem.
Okay, this says June, but some of them also say later, so it'd be interesting to see which one's which.
Maybe they said they're going to target June, but if they're starting to already set the seed that it's going to happen after that. Master says, my computer almost hard faulted so much that it was about to crash the computer juggling from the sounds coming from my speakers. I should really get a new laptop. I tip of the hat for you laptop players out there. I am not a laptop guy. I think you pay so much more. I think you pay so much more for the convenience of a laptop, and if you invested that same amount of money in a desktop, you could just get so much more power. But I don't know. Like, cloud gaming does change a whole lot of what I typically and traditionally
February
think.
releases. I'm gonna say Grand Blue is February, but technically it's also January, because the official release is 1st of February. But if you pre-order it, there's a couple of days early access, so it comes out in January if you pre-order. So let's just say February, because that's when the official release is. You got Grand Blue Fantasy in February, you've got Persona 3 in February, you've got Suicide Squad in February, you've got Helldivers 2 in February, you've got the Tomb Raider Remastered Collection in February, you've got the Legend of Heroes games in February, you've got Mario vs. Donkey Kong in February, you've got Skull and Bones in February.
Ooh.
You've got...
Well, make Blue Protocol drop in March, you know? 'Cause
Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth in February.
what's coming in March?
March, Dragon's Dogma 2, Rise of the Ronin, and Tachia, but that's to be announced. So March has, and Homeworld 3, but again, those are pretty much the big ones, I think. And I guess Outlast Trials.
It's gonna
And then
be
there's
it's gonna be a
nothing
crazy year,
After
dude.
that until later.
I need one more carbon nanotubes and metal plating in sodium.
Yeah, because
Okay.
when we were watching the Game Awards and they kept announcing stuff, I'm like, please don't announce in February, please don't announce in February. And they'd be like, February, I'm like, God damn it.
Stabilizing.
Because everything was getting announced for February.
Yeah, the console support, the crossplay, cross-save stuff, I think it's just going to be so good for MMOs and open up a lot of options for players. Let's see here.
Here we go. 21st of December. Oh no, it might be this is a joke. Never mind.
I was gonna say, on Bungie's website, the most recent thing they have was November 27th. It says they will reschedule the release for June 4th, 24.
Okay, yeah, that's what I
think
thought.
that they're not gonna delay it more than 10 months.
Well, not just that, but if they needed that time, you don't delay it, and then you want to then come back out and announce another delay, unless for some reason, like, oh, everybody quit, so we're behind the 8 ball now.
Yeah, but the Bungie people are pretty loud when they quit.
I definitely agree with that.
Daddy Bear says, what are your thoughts on the new Prince of Persia game? I think it's cool, but it's a bit too late.
I'm not a Prince of Persia player. I was like, all right. Hydrogen.
Does Sony takeover may throw things off? Bungie themselves just throw things off. They don't need Sony to do anything.
The thing that'll be interesting to see is that if they don't hit these numbers, because it was, will Sony insert itself more into the board, which is their right. Like, I was like, they own Bungie.
Yeah. And by the way, if anyone wants to know, Sony doesn't really want to do that. Sony bought them because they wanted Bungie to help them, not for them to help Bungie.
The amount of money they spent on acquiring Bungie, though, I'm like, because we know Microsoft was in talks to buy Bungie, but that fell through, and no wonder, because Bungie wanted $3 billion.
I don't think even if Microsoft was willing to pay the $3 billion, Bungie would have kept increasing the price, because Bungie has been owned by Microsoft before.
Yeah.
And they left.
And that, like, they get in bed and get in their interesting situations, right? Because then they got in bed with Activision, and then they were like, all right, we're out of Activision now. And we're like, woo!
They're like, we left Microsoft, we want to be independent. That's what we want to be. Oh, look, Activision gave us money. Okay, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Okay, we left Activision. We want to be independent again. Oh, look, Sony.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's see. What do we need to grab now? Some oxygen.
Like, everyone's favorite expansion. People are like, oh, the Forsaken expansion was really good. Why can't they do something like that ever again? It was one of Bungie's best. Do you know why it was one of Bungie's best expansions? It's because it wasn't a Bungie expansion. It was basically done by High Moon Studio and versus Visions. Bungie.
The seasons people like, yes, but Forsaken and Dreaming City was basically all Bungie, like the bulk of it.
Yeah. The bulk for the PvP and all that was balanced.
Well,
by
I think that's where, like, the biggest problem I have with Destiny 2 is the fact that I felt like they've continued to shortchange PvP, obviously for Marathon and what they're building there, and I don't fault them from a business perspective, but as a player, as somebody who primarily played Destiny 2 for the Bungie PvP, like, I'm just like, okay, and now they're putting a task force together. It's like, that's too late. And then I go in and I'm playing Halo Infinite, the new season, and it's like, this is great. Like, this is so much fun. Cool. Thankfully, I get to now choose to be happy rather than be somebody who just complains about whatever. It's like, yeah, let me go play Halo Infinite. Let's go. Speaking of which, if you guys ever want to jump in on a Halo, they have the firefight mode, which is great. So if anybody's ever interested, we should do a community game night around that. It's PvE based, so it's just a ton of fun.
Oh yeah.
And it's great because it gets you like all the little trophy, like all the little badge. It plays like a multiplayer without it necessarily needing to be multiplayer, which is great.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Cool. If you have a Switch, I suggest No Man's Sky and Subnautica on Switch. Play them more often on my Switch compared to anything. I do have a Switch. I also I'm playing on GeForce Now right now, which also runs on my Logitech G Cloud. So that's just where, like, when I continue this, I was bummed because I messaged them, like, I got, Street Fighter 6 and I got, and I got Elden Ring, and I was like, yeah, one of the things I've been doing is From Fridays on Elden Ring, and I was like, you know, it'd be great is just kick back and play on my my Logitech and grind out, you know, some levels and stuff like that, so that every time I step back in, you know, I've done some leveling and whatnot. But then I was like, yeah, that's not yet on GeForce Now, so we are waiting. What did I need? The when you talk about daily quests, like I would be all happy if video games got rid of daily login bonuses and dailies at all. Like, you just get rid of it.
I'm okay with some. I'm okay with the days in 14 because once you're capped, it doesn't really matter.
Well, and say 14 has a destination to complete, which you're absolutely right. Yeah. But the overall FOMO behind it is just like, no, I don't know. That's just where I've kind of any of the artificial FOMO. Can I offer food? No.
A lot of those is FOMO, but I don't think there's really much FOMO in 14. Like,
yeah, I would agree.
You really miss 50 times if you don't do it. Not really. No.
Right.
At best, the Battle Pass is FOMO because everyone thought that you would be able to buy the Battle Pass stuff after it leaves, because that's what people thought. It sounded like it would come back, but so far none of it's come back yet. That's FOMO.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They still have the PvP event going on?
The Gyro event, yeah.
Yeah, good.
I'll be getting on probably until Dawn Trail, and then it'll probably go. That's my guess anyway. Because that's kind of what I did last time, remember? It lasted a whole expansion. And then it went. And then it'll probably skip Dawn Trail, then it'll probably come in wherever the next expansion is, and then have the new jobs added.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll find out in 6 days, so.
Yes, the final Fan Fest.
Nice.
Yeah.
What time is that?
It's 1 a.m. for me.
All right.
So
great.
it would be in
the daytime.
3 hours for you. From now.
4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30. Oh man, what a great time.
2.5 hours.
What did Game Rant put out? Game Rant often does things that I'm just like, roll eye.
I do find it funny that they've got a Mahjong tournament going on the entire Fan Fest in Japan.
They got what going on in Japan?
A Mahjong tournament going on during the Fan Fest in Japan.
Nice.
On a second stage. They did not include Throne and Liberty. I'm guessing that means in the to be announced list for the year.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, games just sometimes just slip through. I don't see that as a problem.
How many times have we seen IGN exclude like games coming to Xbox? It's like games coming to PlayStation and PC, and it's like everybody's like it's also coming to Xbox. It's like, oh, why did? So yeah, humans, man. Where's that berry
There is
technology?
always a natural bias.
Oh yeah, you'll never get rid of it either. That's why it's like when people are like, oh, this source is unbiased. I'm like, that source then doesn't exist. They don't.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I need a. Sweet. Use jetpack to climb. Spend the salvage data at your construction research unit. Okay. Journey milestone complete. Yeah, no one's unbiased. I think that the best way to go about it is just let people know like where your bias lies. That's why I constantly communicate.
On my channel,
What's up?
Except for me over on my channel. I'm just kidding. We all know I'm biased towards
No,
14.
I am absolutely biased. I love video games and I just want games to be everywhere. And I know that upsets some people and I'm like, all right, to them, oh well. And a lot of that's also just based off of the current market of video games. And like when you look at like console growth, etc., and then I think it's just a lot of people still personally write off cloud gaming as something that like has viability. And with that viability comes the idea that why would I buy a console when I can run the highest end of PCs without any lag, you know? And it's like, so consoles are going to be an interesting thing, you know, to look at like how they evolve in 10 years.
I mean, they're just going to be cloud devices with like maybe some custom chips to help with latency.
Agreed. I think that's essentially, it's going to be that hybrid where
They're gonna be
like
stackiest.
same thing with the Switch. I just wonder if the Switch will, you know, partner for cloud, meaning like, hey, you can play this in higher fidelity if you got internet. And oh no, internet? Okay, we're going to run this. We're just going to run at a lower frame rate and lower resolution or something like that.
Lego Coin, we don't any of these games anyhow technically, we only license. And spoilers, that's been a thing since the Mega Drive or even earlier. Even if you bought a physical copy, although it would never happen, a lot of people don't understand, but technically you don't own the right to the game, you're really only just renting it from the company. Even when you bought the original physical copy.
Even with the physical, yeah, I know. People are like, oh, I own it. And I think it's because it comes in the resale, and that's why, like in today's video, going over Square Enix's, you know, yearly Square CEO letter, he brought up, you know, blockchain and Web 3.0 stuff, you know, and that was a big thing for the last CEO the last couple of years. And I was like, I think digital games, because they're talking about the shift to all digital as well in the thing. I think if you're going to say like your license for the video game is an NFT, meaning you have the ability to resell your, let me get in here real quick. You have the ability to sell your digital games. So you're not sitting here like, you know, like locked in. Cause that's one of the things, like when I moved to digital outside of Game Pass, I'm much less likely to give a new IP a shot. And with that transition to all digital, because with a physical game, I was always like, well, if I don't like it, I can always just take it back, get store credit, and pick up another game. Now I've become more selective. And with that, this isn't just me. That's where you see the rise of Game Pass as a way of, you know, trying and playing games, you know, before you buy them. Or, you know, there's going to have to be some kind of level of strategy. And one of the strategies could be to let us resell our digital games. And I think that's where they could use blockchain technology to kind of manifest that.
I've been saying that for a long time now.
Yes, you have.
I mean, several years. Like, I am against blockchain as an environmental thing, and as it's been used by nearly everyone in the world, I feel like it's been abused as a service. But the idea and concept of an NFT and blockchain for video games would probably be the best idea for the secondhand market that's ever existed. And it's why it'll never really exist, because companies don't like that. They don't like the secondhand market. But if each individual download copy was unique and was given a separate like code or registration number, and then you're able to remove that number from the system and then pass it along to someone else by selling it off, that would be the easiest way to save secondhand digital games.
Yeah.
Of course, it'll never happen because companies would then lose money. But in a perfect world that doesn't exist.
Yeah. That's the thing that always kind of tickles me, is that a lot of people will get mad at things like, oh, it should be this way. And I'm like, I agree. That sounds amazing. But we need to play in this, you know, in the game for the rules as they're written right now, you know. And if we want to talk about like how do we get that, you know that vision to come to pass, I'm game for having that conversation. But like I see so many people that are just like, they'll, you know, they'll get lost in how things they wish the world was. And I'm like, I'm with you, but let's make sure that you don't set yourself up, for massive disappointment and frustration when you could win.
It's like everything.
If you play the
it's
game.
like everything in the world. If you want something like that to happen, you're gonna have to be the one that does the change, because the bigger companies aren't gonna accept that change.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna happen instantly.
Mhm.
You're gonna have to do it over time in small steps. It might feel like it's gonna take 10, 15, 20 years, and you're not gonna see any progress now. But as long as you keep going, chipping away at it, and work on it, eventually that change will happen.
Yeah.
Good or bad.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
Well, and it's like, one of the things that I know I'm passionate about is just trying to encourage people to get out of debt. And then at the same time, especially from what I see from content creators, it's like, guys, like, take care of your health. Like, you see a lot of these young guys, they're like, I'm going to stream for 16 hours a day. And it's like, yeah, man, I'm glad you can do that when you're 20. Like, at some point, you're not going to be 20 anymore. And you're going to feel like, ooh. I get 3 hours and I'm like, all right, guys, I got it. I'm done. Like, 3 hours feels like a good chunk of time.
Like, I wasn't streaming last night, but I joined the Maelstrom Radio group last night for their New Year's.
Nice.
And they started at, 8, 9 and p.m. And then I went to bed at 8 a.m. So, yeah. I can't judge anyone for their health. I'm not good. I'm not a person to judge anyone when it comes to sleep schedules and health.
Yeah, you're definitely not. I worry for you sometimes.
I play, I promise.
And then August the Furry, what's up? Says, hello, fellow adventurer. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. You have friends, acquaintances to help you along the way. If you need information, and don't be afraid to ask, and enjoy the new year and the new gaming. Thank you so much, man. Happy New Year to you too. Happy New Year to all y'all. So hopefully y'all had a
Happy New Year, everyone.
good evening.
Do you mind if I plug my stuff? Though?
Plug your stuff. I don't mind,
but...
dude. Like, if you're not gonna, the thing is that a lot of people fear self promo. I'm like, who else is who else is doing this?
I still like to ask permission though. Like, I know you give me permission, but I still like to ask. Just
All right.
Out of
Right thing to do.
Britishness, I guess. Sorry, did someone say something?
It is the polite thing to do.
Yeah. But no, I'm Chili, one half of a podcast called Multiverse Radio. We do Fantasy 14 podcasts every 2 weeks. So this week we're skipping because we had a holiday stuff, so our podcast got delayed a week. So that means we're kind of missing this week, so we can get back into schedule next week. If you understand what I mean. But I stream over on Twitch.tv and Multiverse Radio. We play multiple different games, mostly Fantasy 14, of course. But I'm going through Sea of Stars right now for the first time. Which has been a lot of fun. So yeah, and then of course we're jumping into Grand Blue Fantasy and Fantasy 7 and all the other different games that are coming out this year because there's way too many games.
Yeah, I'm making good progress in Final Fantasy 16. So I hope that, I guess maybe by the time Rebirth comes out, I can sit down and play Remake.
So if you want to give me a follow on Twitch, that'd be lovely. Thank you.
Please do. And then you got a new goal coming up?
No, we still have the 1,100, but there's no.
Chili, if you're on Twitch, can you drop a little hello so whatever so Dottie Bear can give you a follow?
Yeah, sure. I can do it on this channel.
Oh, dude, this game is great, Noctis. I appreciate y'all also coming and hanging out, and because this feels like a fun little social time. But yeah, like this, it's impressive, man. And this is like, to sit here and say, like, this is getting me more and more and more hyped for for Light No Fire. All right.
Oh, thank you for giving Moogle Go around the VIP. I didn't know Moogle Go around had VIP.
Yes. All right. Now, use summon your ship. Summoning requires fuel.
Booster.
Summon vehicles.
But yeah, we did have a goal. Technically, it's still going on that if we hit because it's still technically January the 1st. I guess I can bend the rules because I made the rules.
Oh, Noctis is day one player. Hell yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Thank y'all for the 24 likes on the YouTube side of it. All right.
Yeah, I bought a day one edition as well. It's still on my shelf. It's so cool. How do I renew my Fantasy 14 on PlayStation because it won't let me?
I would
you have
just
to make sure you log into the MOG station.
Yeah, I would go out to the MOG station, not try to manage it through anything else, and then just resubscribe through the MOG station. It will also tell you what licenses you have, and then that way you can make sure that like you have the PlayStation license. So I don't have the PlayStation license, but the Xbox version will be coming out, and I'll be picking up the Xbox license.
Yeah. And also remember though, when you do pick up, well, it won't happen during the beta, but if you do pick up the full game, you will also still get the extra 30 days for purchasing the game on top of your account, even if you already have the game, because it's technically a new version of the game. So if you own the PC and PlayStation version, I bought the bundle on the PlayStation, which gave me Endwalker. Nice, Daddy. Yeah, so you have to log into the MOG station to buy the
What game are you referring to?
14.
Yeah, so they've got this year we have Dawn Trail launching, and it's coming out for Xbox, so I think it's gonna be a big year. All right, supply power to the base teleport module. Learn the biofuel reactor.
Can I go without all that stuff? I want to give you this link, but I want to make sure it's not giving you all my details as well somehow. Okay. I'm gonna send you a DM, Daddy, if that's okay.
Excuse me.
You're welcome.
Insufficient salvage. Oh, I need to go get salvage data. Okay. So.
By the way, I am also the real hot chili pepper, just in case you want to know, Daddy.
Yeah.
I just don't stream on that. Still need to get
No, if you have Endwalker, you have everything.
Yeah.
So
you have everything if you own Endwalker.
Yeah, they don't a la carte it. Like it's whatever, like the base game, and then let's say you didn't play for a while, missed an expansion, you just buy the current expansion and it will give you all the content included.
Yeah.
What was I looking for?
Salvage data?
Salvage data, that's right, thank you. So I need to find
So yeah, Daddy, I've sent you a DM on Twitch with the link. If you log into your Fantasy 14 account with that link,
You can break that down to that cave marrow.
a what marrow?
That cave marrow you were farming?
Mm-hmm.
You can break that down in your refiner to sodium.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Yep. And God, now I'm trying.
Not good at that. Actually. There we go. Whee! Oof.
Yeah, if you've got any questions about 14. Yeah, you log in and then you just update your subscription with credit card or Krista payment, or add a game time card if you've got one. I still remember when I can't remember why I had it, but I had some game cards before the American release of the game card, so I was able to add enough time so I got the login rewards before anyone else on the server.
Nice.
Because they released the game cards in Europe before they did in America. So. Oh, but you will get frustrated with the login system, though. Everyone gets frustrated with the login.
Dude, if they rewrite that login system, I'm gonna be so thrilled. Your favorite old game is GoldenEye on N64? Oh my gosh, dude, talk about a classic. Okay, what do they need me to do?
Yeah. I will tell you now, GoldenEye was the original king of like
Technology recharge.
single player, well, not offline multiplayer. GoldenEye brought offline multiplayer to the wavefront, and then Halo brought online. Both of them have important parts in gaming history.
How do I connect the power to the teleporter?
You have to build a power source.
Very carefully.
And where's it at?
It's right here, right next to it.
Then you go into your press your Z key. Should be able to scroll over and find wiring.
I don't think I have wiring.
Then you have to learn it. It should be free. No. Wow.
Julie's gone?
It looks like a plug for an outlet and a wire, blue wire attached to it. That's called wire.
Sorry, what'd you say? My wife called.
You should be able to left or right bumper and go to the screen that has your wiring on it. When you're looking for your patterns.
Oh, patterns? Okay.
And then it should be the top one, and it should just say wiring. And it looks like an outlet plug with a blue wire attached to it.
Timber, stone, alloy, core, habitation tech, electrical wiring. Cool. Got it. Oh, cool. Oh, I can teleport around the planet, all my bases? That's nice.
You can also go to space stations that you've discovered.
Nice.
And when you pull in the anomaly, you'll be able to use they have a teleporter in the anomaly that will go to that type of stuff as well.
That's excellent.
I heard PS is making their new console. Did they announce the date yet? It's not, well, it's a new console with the PS5 Pro, but there's no date or actual information or even technically official details on if it even is real or not. So,
I know.
it probably is real, but we don't know.
A new PlayStation console? Are we talking about like a handheld or are we talking about PS6?
No, PS5 Pro, like the mid-gen.
Oh,
refresh,
gotcha.
like the PS4.
Yeah, I'm curious. We'll find. I guess we'll find out this year, right? Like it won't be.
Well, the rumors are that they plan to launch it with Grand Theft Auto. That's the plan, is to have it as a Grand Theft Auto 6 bundle with the PS5 Pro. PS6? No, I don't expect PS6 for a while. Don't expect PS6 until what? 2027?
2027, 2028 is what I would think.
Yeah. Expect the Xbox console earlier than the PlayStation one, probably.
Yeah, I could see Xbox wanting to do, to grab more. All right, on that note, I'm gonna. It's time for me to wrap up, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out and your help as I discover No Man's Sky, and this just makes me so much more hyped for Light No Fire. So I'll keep these. I'll let you know when this next one's scheduled. So thank you guys so much for being here. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful and safe day. Happy New Year, and until next time, take care.